weeks of deer season, the whole season.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Wow.
You had a week in November and a week in December. Then you had a 3-day hunt. You had 15 days in all. It used to be against the law to hunt on Sunday.
I did not know that.
But I'm telling you, I've been here a long time, Michael. And the bag limit now is 6.
Yeah.
And hell, it was but 2 when I was coming up.
I remember when it was 2.
And you couldn't. You know, they'll let you have so many does right now, you know, and whatnot. But the pressure's tremendous on deer, and everybody in the world hunts them. Everybody's got a good rifle, a shotgun, they got a bow, they got a muzzle loader, and all that kind of crap. You can feed them now. You just couldn't feed deer.
I believe they take that away too.
Huh?
They couldn't take that away.
You think they are?
Yeah, cause I think the chronic wasting disease.
Yeah, chronic waste. I ain't never found a damn deer in the woods.
Me neither.
I believe that chronic waste is a bunch of bullshit. But I know where it's supposed to come from. It's supposed to have been come here by them bringing other deer into this country, you know, from way off up the country. But things that just, you know, you used to couldn't hunt squirrels as long as you can hunt them now. The season didn't run about as long as it runs now. The bag limit's more.
Why do you do that?
You got me.
Probably to entice folks to hunt. Get more folks in the woods.
Well, see, deer season runs 5 months now.
Yes, so you're right. Got bow season, muzzle season.
The bow season opens about the 29th day of September. And then deer season now the bow season will go on through February.
That's long.
Like these leases that's in here now, across this river. Most of these people that hunt it is foreigners. They come from way on up the state somewhere or another, you know, and come in here.
They take the land from us, so we can't hunt it.
But I will tell you, my theory is leased land is against the law because they're selling the game that's out there. If it wasn't for the game being on it, wouldn't nobody lease it?
Nobody lease it, you're so right. They sell the whole environment.
Oh. Do you know anything about competition hunting and fishing?
I watched it on TV.
Yeah, well, you know, up in the upper states, they got different fish that they got up there. They got what they call a walleye. You ever watch them?
Yeah.
Well, here some time ago, a few years ago, they caught some guys in some of that competition fishing, putting lead balls into them fish, you know, for the scales, weighing them in, because they weigh heavier to win the competition. But I've never done no competition hunting or fishing in my life, and I've fished and hunted all my life. But people will do anything to win.
You're so right, because I think they did that in the bass tournament. You know, the game and fish, they got involved. You know, they took all kind of tickets. Animal cruelty tickets.
Well, I watched a bunch of them fishing programs on TV. You know the name Bill Dance, I'm sure. I ain't never seen Bill Dance fishing in the public. All that water that I ever seen him fishing on was private lakes.
That means it's full of it's stacked full of fish.
Yeah, it's stacked full of fish, but it's private lakes. Ain't nobody but money people fish it, you know?
Yeah, so it don't really have that much pressure on it.
Yeah. I mean, you see people, Bill Dance, he's all the time when he's dragging a fish to his boat, it's a whopper.
It's a whopper, so.
But that's my theory on it.
You got a point because I never, in the lakes he fish, he don't name them.
Yeah, you don't ever see nobody else
On the water.
on the water in a boat.
Sure.
Nobody but Bill Dance. But a lot of them's that way. A lot of them that way. Oh, what's up? Yeah, he's mad as head.
Man, I sure hope another frost don't come. You got me scared now.
Well, hey, I'm telling you, if I don't know the exact date, but I wrote it down on my calendar when it thundered in February. But now, I don't never plant nothing but stuff like tomatoes, squash, peppers, okra. I don't go real big garden like I used to when I was raising children. But
I got collards, cabbage.
I've done it all. Right now in my garden I got multiplying onions, you know.
I got onions now.
But
What
they grow in the winter time.
What are multiplying onions?
Yeah, multiplying onions.
Would they multiply themselves?
Huh?
They multiply themselves?
Yeah.
You never heard of those?
Yeah. And
Would you just start them out?
I always plant them in September
Uh-huh.
and take them up in May, and then you plant your own seed back, you know.
How you get the seeds?
Well, I buy them.
You buy them?
Yeah.
Okay, you okay.
I buy 'em.
You plant them in bunches?
Well, you plant one little bulb, and it multiplies into many other bulbs, several other bulbs. But when I plant them, I always put 3 or 4 bulbs in a spot, you know. And yeah, I like to have my winter onions. I don't do nothing the way I used to. Because, well, I don't have to.
Right.
You know, I mean, not when I was raising children, and had a wife, but